The indomitable spirit, transcending hardship and mastering the obstacles on the path to achievement. Chapter 1. The unbreakable will, the foundation of all achievement. The very edifice of lasting success is erected upon the unyielding foundation of an indomitable will. Without this resolute spirit, akin to the unwavering gaze of a seasoned explorer facing uncharted territory, even the most meticulously crafted plans will inevitably crumble when confronted by the inevitable storms of adversity. The journey toward any truly significant accomplishment is seldom a gentle stroll through a manicured garden. Rather, it is a challenging ascent up a rugged mountain where each step demands fortitude and an unwavering commitment to the summit. The philosophy of achievement, as illuminated by decades of studying the lives of those who have risen to extraordinary heights, reveals a fundamental truth. The genesis of all attainment lies in a powerful, burning desire. This desire is not a mere wish or a fleeting fancy. It is a deep-seated, all-consuming yearning that transcends obstacles and fuels the unwavering will. The intensity of this initial spark directly dictates the strength of one's resolve and their inherent capacity to rebound from setbacks. A tepid desire will yield only meager results, much like a small fire offers little warmth against a biting wind. Conversely, a fervent, passionate desire acts as a powerful internal engine, driving sustained effort and an unshakable commitment, even when the path ahead seems shrouded in darkness and beset by challenges. This intrinsic motivation is the very essence of an unbreakable will. Furthermore, the process of confronting and surmounting difficulties serves not to diminish this will, but to temper and strengthen it, much like a blacksmith forges steel in the crucible of intense heat. The very act of overcoming obstacles, of refusing to yield to the forces that seek to impede progress, builds an inner resilience that becomes an invaluable asset on the journey to success. The challenges encountered are not to be viewed as insurmountable barriers, but rather as opportunities to test and fortify the very spirit that drives one forward. Chapter 2. The 17 Principles, Pillars of Unwavering Resilience. To truly cultivate this indomitable spirit and navigate the complexities of the pursuit of one's definite major purpose, it is essential to understand and apply the fundamental principles that govern lasting achievement. The research into the lives of over 500 successful individuals revealed a consistent set of principles, often numbering 17, that form a comprehensive framework for realizing one's potential. These principles are not isolated concepts, but rather interconnected pillars that, when consciously applied, construct a foundation of unwavering resilience. While the exact enumeration may vary across different expositions of this philosophy, the core tenets that contribute directly to the ability to withstand and resilience, therefore, is not simply an inherent trait, but a direct consequence of actively integrating these vital principles into one's daily life. A clear and well-defined purpose serves as the very compass that guides one through the turbulent seas of adversity. When an individual possesses an unambiguous understanding of their ultimate goal, it provides an unwavering focus and an intrinsic source of motivation that makes it far easier to weather distractions and rebound from setbacks. This definiteness of purpose acts as an anchor in the storm of hardship, preventing one from being aimlessly tossed about by discouragement. When the fundamental why behind the pursuit is sufficiently compelling, the how of navigating the inevitable obstacles becomes a challenge to be embraced rather than a reason to surrender. This long-term perspective, fueled by a clear purpose, transcends the immediate difficulties and maintains a steady course toward the desired outcome. Coupled with a definite purpose is the indispensable principle of faith. This is not merely wishful thinking, but a profound and unwavering belief in one's own capacity to achieve the established goals. Faith is the inner conviction that sustains hope and conviction during the most challenging times, effectively counteracting the insidious whispers of doubt and fear. This powerful state of mind is not born of blind optimism, but rather cultivated through the consistent practice of visualizing success and diligently reinforcing positive beliefs through the power of affirmations. By regularly imprinting the mind with vivid images of triumph and repeating affirmations of capability, an individual builds a deep-seated inner conviction that acts as an impenetrable shield against the negativity that often accompanies adversity. Even with a clear purpose and unwavering faith, the journey to achievement will inevitably encounter resistance. It is at this juncture that the principle of persistence becomes paramount. Persistence is the relentless application of effort required to overcome the inevitable obstacles and temporary defeats that litter the path to success. This continuous striving, this refusal to yield when the going gets tough, is likened to the role of carbon in steel, the essential element that transforms ordinary effort into unyielding strength. Just as carbon hardens and fortifies steel, persistence strengthens one's resolve, making them less likely to break under the immense pressure of adversity. It is this unwavering commitment to keep moving forward, even when progress seems slow or setbacks loom large, that ultimately distinguishes those who achieve their aspirations from those who falter and give up. Furthermore, the ability to maintain a positive mental attitude in all circumstances is a cornerstone of unwavering resilience. This is not about ignoring the reality of challenges, but rather about consciously choosing to focus on potential solutions and the ultimate triumph. A positive mental attitude acts as an impenetrable shield against the demoralizing effects of hardship, enabling one to perceive opportunities even amidst the darkest of times. By consciously directing one's thoughts toward constructive outcomes and focusing on solutions rather than dwelling on problems, this mental fortitude allows for creative problem-solving and the maintenance of momentum despite the inevitable setbacks. Self-discipline, The mastery of one's own thoughts and actions is another critical component in the architecture of resilience. This principle begins with the fundamental control over one's own thoughts, empowering an individual to consciously choose their reactions to the inevitable storms of adversity, and to maintain a steady and focused course toward their objectives. By diligently directing one's mental energies and resisting the temptation to succumb to negative impulses or distractions, self-discipline enables the consistent application of effort required to achieve long-term goals, even when faced with discomfort, uncertainty, or significant challenges. Finally, the capacity to learn from adversity and defeat is not merely a desirable trait, but an essential skill for navigating the complexities of life's journey. The philosophy of success posits that every adversity, every setback, carries within it the seed of an equivalent or even greater benefit. This implies that challenges are not insurmountable roadblocks, but rather invaluable opportunities for profound growth and learning, albeit often disguised. By diligently analyzing failures, objectively assessing what went wrong, and extracting the crucial lessons embedded within the experience, individuals gain invaluable insights that inform their future actions and prevent the repetition of past errors, ultimately paving the way for more significant and lasting success. Chapter 3: The Alchemy of Adversity. Transmuting setbacks into stepping stones. A fundamental tenet in the pursuit of greatness is the understanding that every adversity encountered, every failure experienced, carries within it the nascent potential for an equivalent or even greater benefit. This inherent seed of opportunity, however, does not spontaneously manifest. It requires a conscious and deliberate effort to identify and diligently cultivate. Adversity, in its initial guise, may appear as a formidable obstacle, a disheartening setback. Yet, beneath this surface lies a profound opportunity for growth, for the acquisition of invaluable knowledge, and for the fostering of innovative solutions. It is the individual's response to these challenges, their willingness to engage in critical analysis, to adapt their strategies, and to persevere with unwavering determination, that ultimately determines whether this hidden seed will germinate and blossom into a positive and advantageous outcome. On the arduous path to any significant achievement, one will inevitably encounter what may seem like insurmountable defeats. However, it is crucial to recognize these setbacks for what they often are: temporary defeats. These are not to be misconstrued as permanent failures, as definitive pronouncements that the desired goal is unattainable. Indeed, the annals of success are replete with stories of individuals who faced numerous temporary defeats before finally achieving their ultimate triumph. It has been observed that one of the most prevalent reasons why individuals fail to reach their aspirations is the unfortunate habit of surrendering prematurely when confronted by these temporary setbacks. Many abandon their pursuits just when they are on the very cusp of a breakthrough, failing to appreciate that enduring success often lies just beyond the point where they feel the strongest urge to give up. Therefore, maintaining unwavering persistence in the face of these transient defeats is not merely advisable. It is absolutely essential for the realization of lasting achievement. To effectively transmute these setbacks into stepping stones, it is imperative to develop the ability to analyze them objectively and extract the valuable lessons they invariably contain. This process begins with a willingness to accept responsibility for one's role in the situation and a commitment to identifying specific areas where improvements can be made. Instead of succumbing to blame or dwelling on self-pity, the focus should shift to a dispassionate examination of the events that transpired, the decisions that were made, and the factors that contributed to the outcome. This introspective analysis allows for the identification of weaknesses, the refinement of strategies, and the acquisition of practical wisdom that can be applied to future endeavors. In this way, what initially appears as a negative experience is transformed into a powerful catalyst for growth and future success. Chapter 4: The Battle Within and Without. Facing resistance with unyielding resolve. The pursuit of any truly worthwhile goal can be aptly likened to engaging in a battle, both externally against the forces that seek to impede progress, and internally against the doubts and fears that can erode one's resolve. Just as a seasoned general meticulously plans for every eventuality and anticipates the enemy's counterattacks, so too must individuals striving for significant achievement expect to encounter obstacles and resistance as an inherent and natural part of their journey. The absence of such resistance would, in fact, be a strong indication that the goal being pursued is of little consequence, that it does not challenge the existing paradigms or push the boundaries of one's potential. A truly worthy ambition, one that promises significant rewards, will invariably attract opposition, whether in the form of external circumstances, competitive forces, or even the internal struggle against one's own limitations. Indeed, a significant aspect of this battle is the internal conflict that arises, the struggle to overcome self-doubt, the paralyzing grip of fear, and the insidious tendency toward procrastination. The philosophy of success, particularly as explored in works like Outwitting the Devil, highlights fear as a primary instrument that hinders progress, effectively preventing individuals from taking the necessary actions to realize their aspirations. Fear of failure, fear of criticism, fear of the unknown. These are powerful forces that can immobilize even the most capable individuals. Therefore, consciously confronting and conquering these internal adversaries is absolutely crucial for outmaneuvering the devil of inaction and ultimate failure. To navigate this multifaceted battle, both internal and external, one must cultivate the mindset of a strategic general, a mindset characterized by meticulous planning, decisive action, and an unwavering belief in the ultimate victory. Just as a general studies the terrain, assesses the enemy's strengths and weaknesses, and formulates a comprehensive strategy, so too must an individual define their goals with clarity. understand the potential obstacles that lie ahead, and develop a detailed plan of action to overcome them. Furthermore, the ability to make swift and resolute decisions and to adhere to those decisions with unwavering conviction is paramount. Hesitation and procrastination are the allies of defeat, while decisive action propels one forward, even in the face of uncertainty. Above all, an unshakable belief in one's own ability to succeed, a deep-seated conviction that the ultimate goal will be achieved, is the essential ingredient that sustains morale and fuels the relentless pursuit of victory, regardless of the temporary setbacks encountered along the way. Chapter 5: The Obstacle as the Path. Embracing challenges as integral to victory. Perhaps one of the most empowering perspectives in the philosophy of achievement is the profound understanding that obstacles are not merely unfortunate detours or unwelcome impediments on the path to success. Rather, they are an intrinsic and essential part of the path itself. This concept, echoing the wisdom of ancient Stoic philosophy, suggests that the very act of confronting and overcoming challenges is what forges the strength, cultivates the resilience, and imparts the invaluable wisdom that would remain dormant on an easy, obstacle-free journey. As the ancient wisdom states, what stands in the way becomes the way. This profound insight aligns perfectly with the philosophy of transmuting adversity. The limitations and difficulties we encounter are not meant to halt our progress, but rather to redirect our energies, to force us to think creatively, and to ultimately make us stronger and more resourceful. Without these tests, our true capabilities would remain largely undiscovered and our potential significantly diminished. Therefore, instead of viewing obstacles with fear and resentment, they should be embraced as opportunities for profound self-development and as integral components in the very process of achieving lasting success. Furthermore, the challenges we face often serve as unexpected catalysts for new opportunities and unforeseen breakthroughs. Adversity has a peculiar habit of disguising itself, frequently appearing in the guise of misfortune or temporary defeat. What initially seems like a setback can, upon closer examination and with a shift in perspective, reveal a hidden pathway to a more advantageous outcome. The limitations we perceive in the face of obstacles often reside not in the external circumstances themselves, but within the confines of our own minds. Our interpretation of a challenge significantly influences our ability to overcome it. By consciously choosing to adopt a more resourceful perspective, by believing in our inherent capacity to devise solutions, we can frequently transform seemingly insurmountable barriers into mere stepping stones on our ascent to success. The timeless tale of R.U. Darby, the gold prospector who abandoned his search a mere 3 feet from a rich vein of gold, serves as a powerful metaphor for the critical importance of perseverance. Discouraged by the initial difficulties and failing to recognize that his ultimate reward was within arm's reach, Darby relinquished his dream prematurely. This cautionary story underscores the vital lesson that obstacles, while often appearing daunting, may be the very sign that one is on the verge of a significant breakthrough. It is in these moments of intense challenge that the unwavering application of persistence is most crucial, for it is often just beyond the perceived limit of our endurance that the greatest rewards await. Chapter 6: The Fleeting Shadow of Hardship. Maintaining a vision beyond the present struggle. In the grand tapestry of life's journey, hardships and setbacks, while often intensely felt in the present moment, are ultimately transient phenomena, like fleeting shadows that lengthen and recede with the changing light. These difficulties are not permanent fixtures, but rather temporary conditions. It is imperative to cultivate the ability to recognize this impermanent nature of struggle, for focusing solely on the immediate difficulty can easily obscure the clear vision of one's ultimate goal, leading to discouragement and a potential loss of momentum. During challenging times, the crucial role of maintaining a positive mental attitude cannot be overstated. A positive mindset acts as a powerful lens through which difficulties are viewed, not as insurmountable roadblocks, but as temporary detours or opportunities for growth. This optimistic outlook is not mere Pollyanna-ish idealism. It is a pragmatic approach that enables one to attract constructive solutions and to discover hidden opportunities even within the context of adversity. Furthermore, the potent technique of visualization plays a vital role in maintaining focus on the desired outcome, especially when navigating the turbulent waters of hardship. By vividly and consistently imagining the successful achievement of one's goals, an individual reinforces their underlying belief in its attainability and generates a powerful internal source of motivation to persevere through the inevitable temporary setbacks. This mental rehearsal of success creates a tangible blueprint in the mind, making the desired outcome feel more real and within reach, thus bolstering the resolve to push through present difficulties with the unwavering understanding that they are indeed fleeting and will eventually give way to the envisioned triumph. Chapter 7: Persistence, the master key to unlocking every door. Above all else, the unwavering commitment to never give up, even when faced with repeated setbacks and seemingly insurmountable odds, stands as the master key that unlocks the door to every worthwhile achievement. Persistence is not merely a desirable quality. It is the ultimate differentiator that distinguishes those who ultimately realize their aspirations from the vast majority who fall short. Many individuals possess talent, initial enthusiasm, and even well-defined goals, but it is the unyielding determination to keep striving, to keep learning, and to keep moving forward despite the inevitable obstacles that ultimately transforms potential into tangible reality. As the timeless wisdom proclaims, a quitter never wins and a winner never quits. This simple yet profound statement encapsulates the very essence of persistence. Every setback, every failure provides an invaluable opportunity to learn, to analyze what went wrong, and to adjust one's plans accordingly. Failure, therefore, should not be viewed as a final verdict, but rather as crucial feedback, providing essential information for refining strategies and approaching the goal with renewed vigor. and a more informed perspective. Each attempt, each iteration brings one closer to the desired outcome, provided that the spirit of persistence remains unbroken. It is through this continuous cycle of effort, learning, and adaptation that even the most formidable obstacles can eventually be overcome, and the seemingly impossible can be transformed into a triumphant reality. Chapter 8. A clarion call to triumph, forging your destiny through resilience and action. The path to lasting achievement is not a paved highway, but a rugged terrain, demanding an indomitable will, unwavering faith, and relentless persistence. The principles outlined herein, the power of a definite purpose, the strength derived from a positive mental attitude, and self-discipline, the transformative potential of learning from adversity, the understanding that resistance is an inherent part of any worthy pursuit, the empowering perspective that obstacles are not hindrances but integral to the journey, the recognition of the temporary nature of hardship, and above all, the absolute necessity of never surrendering. These are the cornerstones upon which enduring success is built. Therefore, let every challenge be embraced not with trepidation, but with resolute determination, knowing that within each obstacle lies the seed of an equivalent or greater benefit. Expect resistance, for it is the hallmark of a goal that truly matters. Understand that setbacks are often temporary defeats, not permanent failures, and that the very act of overcoming them forges an inner strength that will serve you well in all your future endeavors. Embrace the empowering truth that obstacles are not deviations from the path, but the path itself. Opportunities to learn, to grow, and to become the person capable of achieving your grandest ambitions. Maintain a clear vision of your ultimate purpose, even amidst the darkest of times, and let the unwavering belief in your ability to succeed be your guiding star. Now is the time to rise, to meet every challenge with unyielding resolve, and to forge your destiny through the application of these timeless principles. The power to transcend hardship and master the obstacles on your path resides within you. Embrace it, cultivate it, and let your unwavering spirit be the testament to the indomitable human capacity for achievement.